I do is I take common ingredients that you'll get at your basic grocery store, and I cook them in a pretty conventional way, and then I present them in a very unconventional way. So it's made from one set of ingredients, often looks like something completely different.
So this is your kind of trademark thing?
Yes.
Okay. So what are we doing? What's going on?
We're going to start by braising some lamb shanks. Okay, so this is pretty conventional
with that.
way of doing that. So to start that, we need a little butter. Do you want to run through the ingredients?
Yeah, so we got, we got some celery, carrots,
lamb shanks, and we're going to braise them with, celery, carrots, onion, and then a little later on, I'm going to mix it together with some garlic and some more onion. Then we're going to make a mashed potato icing, a beetroot dyed mashed potato icing. So for that, we need some potatoes. We have a little beetroot puree. It just comes from a roasted beetroot that's grated. And that's pretty well it. To braise the shanks, we need some
bit of stock,
wine, bit of stock. You know the drill, right?
I know the drill. Right. So what's over in the pan? We got the lamb shanks browning.
So they've just been floured and seasoned with salt and pepper. Okay. And what we want to do here is just take your standard off the rack mixture of onion.
So you like to have fun with food, is it right?
Absolutely. You know, I love high-end chefs, and I love the stuff that they do, as evidenced by the Chicken Kiev, 2008. But not everybody can get that chefy. So what I like to do is just it's common things, and it's really the ingredients do all the hard work for you in my recipes, and then you just add a little bit of flair at the end, as we will demonstrate.
Now, looking through your book, there's some other interesting stuff. We got cauliflower popcorn.
Yes, so that's just a whole head of cauliflower, break it into florets like that, toss it with some olive oil and some salt, and you roast it at a really high temperature for about an hour. All the natural sugars caramelize, and it gives it turns it brown, but it's very sweet. Kids love it. They eat it up. I serve it in a popcorn bag.
Little crisp sort of florets.
They're not actually that crisp, but they're very, very sweet. And once again, just the natural sugars.
And what else we got? We got some polenta chips.
It's polenta that's sliced up and then fried again, served in a chipped container.
Okay. Now tell us about this other one. This is quite curious. We got an egg. What's special about that?
That's an actual dessert. That's white chocolate mousse with a mango center. And I pipe the mousse in. And I put the mango frozen in the center, pipe some more mousse on top, and then I put it in the refrigerator. What happens is the mousse sets, the mango melts, but it's trapped in the center. And
you put a lot of thought into this, haven't you?
To your diner, they'll scoop into it, and it reacts just like a soft-boiled egg, so the yolk runs.
Does that go down the tree?
It goes
do people get it?
They do. Well, at first they don't understand why you're serving them an egg for dessert. Let me just catch up to what we're doing here. So now this is just like standard braising lamb shanks, okay? So these, once again, just floured and seasoned, and I've seared them off. Okay. I'm going to add these sautéed vegetables. I'd probably cook them for a little longer if we had some more time.
Okay. Some booze.
A little bit of wine. Now, you know that's the acid in the wine that's going to help break down the muscles, because that's the least expensive cut of meat, the shanks.
Some of that?
Some of this, and would you grab me some of those herbs?
Herbs. Do you want some thyme?
Yes, please. So, garlic, throwing these in. No, we don't need the garlic here.
There you go.
Enough. Fantastic. We're going to cover it up.
Okay. Braise, couple hours?
Well, I like to braise it for about 3.5 hours, actually, so you really get that fall off the bone tenderness.
On the top or through the oven?
In the oven.
Okay.
If you had to, you could do it on the top. Okay.